On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Let's go. Ready,
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another game to Judkins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Pass brought in by Slayton. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Bronco 80.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Sanders setting to pass. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the gun, Judkins. He's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up 3rd and very short.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Okay,
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
7, let's go now. 7, ready, hut. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 79 Broncos. Ready.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, Cup 19, Cup 19. Go.
Running for the first time with a Tennessee rookie. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace. Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now Allen off the play action. He rolls to his right. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's going to be 4th and short. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Let go.
A handoff here to Sampson. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A give to Sampson here up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. You know, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Handoff now to Judkins. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Browns first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Get it. 70 lying.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Our score, 6-0. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this.
On the jump.
We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he gets him around 6 there. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. He's on the move past the 15. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns go up by 12. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Cup 19. Dragon 60. Ready?
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he brings it in, so the decision to go for 2 looks like a go to 1. They've got a 14-0 lead.
14, Bills nothing.
Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Got his man, Shakir has it. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Bills.
Yeah, not from the pistol to Cook. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. Looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that 1st down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Hand off to Cook here out of his own read. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. On 4th down, Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Now Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Pass is caught at the 9. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Ooh, option play, 2nd and goal. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. 5 yards on the play, and now they've got 3rd and goal. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal? On the sneak, it's Allen. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Bills start to fight back with their first points of this game. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table.
kickoff.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Red, ready.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And this one doesn't go far. Working quickly here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Cup 19, Cup 19, 19 Lion.
To the air on 3rd and long. Once more into the hands of Judy. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Looking right, and he finds him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, Allen to the air. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bills first down.
Allen gonna throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. James Cook the intended target. So that brings up 2nd down. To throw again, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
To the air again, Allen. Completed to his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 1st and 10 from the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Allen to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And he spiked it just in time, so now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime. The Bills sending out Matt Prater now. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Gets it to him on the screen. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Fields this one at the 3. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out.
At their own 12-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now start on the ground. It's 4. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Finds the in route complete. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He has it at the 13. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Play action now with Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack. You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Secures this at the 17.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Sampson. Get some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bills 6.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Cook. He dodged the tackle. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down throw for Allen. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Working quickly here.
That's another Bills first down.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. He has room past the 25. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now run by Cook. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Here's Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a James Cook touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So Sean McDermott keeping his offense out there. They're going for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen looking to throw this. And he's got it. That catch gets him 2 and turns this into a 1-score game once again.
Bills 14.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This makes it up to the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, steady.
Hand off to Sampson. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. And give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Going to the ground again on 1st. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Quick throw left side, complete. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. And the point after is good by Schmidt. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
28, Bills 14.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Bills, 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. Drops it off to Cook. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Bills, 1st down.
They'll run it with Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Offense in the hurry up here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns have it now, and he's 8th pick of the year. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity to look in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. To throw now is Sanders. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Come on, go.
It's caught. Fannin has it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go, strike. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Ready, ready.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Ford straight ahead. Continuing to move past the 45. And this is going to be down to, it looks like, about the opposing 36 for their next snap. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They've got first down here from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Another one for Ford. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
On the give, here's Judkins. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Another game to Judkins. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready, ready.
On 3rd down, we'll go with Sampson. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns getting closer to their 13th win of the season. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Track Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Motion, motion, motion. Ready, ready.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Pass brought in by Slayton. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So the Browns come away with the win. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day and everybody feels